G'day guys. Right, now when we go into our Google Classroom, which is this one here, if we go to classwork, I've put a submission booklet in here for you guys, bedside table submission booklet. So you should all have a copy of that. It looks like this. Let's wait for that to load. So to submit this so you can get marked for your assessment, you need to give me one isometric view, another isometric view, an exploded view, a top view of the tabletop, a side view of the side panels, and a front view of the drawers. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do all of that. Start off with the isometric views. So an isometric view is simply just a like sort of view from a sort of diagonal angle, like that. This would kind of be a front view. This would kind of be a top view. An isometric view is looking at it in a 3D kind of perspective. So I reckon a view like that is what we want to capture for one of them. And then for the other one, we're going to want to capture maybe a lower angle so that we can see the the detail on the plinth and stuff like that. So your guys' background might not be white like mine. I'll show you, it might be grey. I'll quickly show you how to change that. If you've got, click your paint bucket tool, it should open the trays on the side here. If we close all of them, we just want, we want to have styles. So if we open styles up and then we go to edit, and then if you click this background settings one here, that little block in the middle, you should be able to click on background and change it. Yours might show up like this. If you just drag it all the way up to white, okay? All the way up to white, it'll change your background to white. Now, when we're taking the screenshots of our model, we don't want to put in our, the, the axis, these blue and green and red lines. So all I'm gonna do is click view, untick axis. Then I should just have a perfectly blank white background, which is exactly what I want. So I'm gonna quickly grab the snipping tool down here. You guys can search snip for snipping tool. That'll give you that. We're gonna click new snip. We're gonna click and drag over our model. Make sure we get it all in like that. Click these two pieces of paper up here that say copy. And then we go back into this and we press Control V. Now, I swear to God, I will give you 0 marks if any of you click any of these ones on the side to resize it. If you do that, it stretches it and distorts it, and I hate it. Control Z, undo that. If you grab it by the corners, it doesn't distort anything, all right? Always grab it by the corners. Put it nice in the middle, like that, and that's all you need to do. That's isometric view 1 done. So we'll go isometric view number 2. So I'll go back to my SketchUp model. We'll zoom down here, have a look from another corner. That looks pretty good there, I reckon. Nice view. Zoom in a bit more. That's good. Grab the snipping tool again, click new snip, and I'm going to go and get that whole bedside table in it. Perfect. Copy it back to the old submission booklet. Control V, paste it in there. Grab the corner, not the middle ones. Drag it, put it in the middle. There we go. All right, so it's perfectly centered. That's good. The exploded view of the entire project, we might do them next, the exploded views, because we have to kind of take the project apart. We might just do the top view of the tabletop first and these 3 ones here first. Really easy to do. Now, what we've got to do is we've got to zoom out a bit. We're going to first go to camera, and we're going to change from perspective view to parallel projection. So tick that, and it'll make it look a bit funny. It just kind of makes it look a bit more boxy. We go camera, standard views, top, right? And then we've got a perfect top view of our thing. We'll zoom in, so we've got a nice clear view. We'll take a snip of that. All right, we'll snip. We don't really need the handle in, but whatever. We'll copy that and we'll put it in the, where is it? Submission booklet over here. Paste, Control V, make it smaller, put it in there. There we go. So that's our top view of a tabletop. Remember, you've got to have a custom tabletop, the same one that you're making in the workshop. Okay, side view of side panels, again, easy. Go back to SketchUp, go camera, standard views, and probably a left view. No, that's showing us the back. That's not what we want. Camera, standard views, right. No, what? Hang on, what do I want to look from then? Camera, standard views, left? No, what am I doing? Oh, sorry, I need to go front or back. Camera, standard views, front. There we go, that's what I want. Zoom out a bit, zoom in a bit. So that's showing off the side panels. So I'll click snipping tool, new snip, and we'll grab that whole model like that. Perfect. And then we will go copy, and we'll paste it in here. Grab the corner, make it smaller. A bit smaller. Oops. Put it in there. And then what was the last one? Front view of the drawer fronts. Now remember, you've got to customize your drawer fronts too to show me what you're making in the workshop. What was that? It was a left, no, it was a right view for the, there we go. So you might have some stripes in there, you might have some wavy patterns, whatever, however you're making them in the workshop, you need to make sure your SketchUp model looks like that too. Now we'll grab a snipping tool, new snip, snip that, we go copy and paste it in our bedside table submission booklet. Okay, now the tricky part. It's not actually that tricky, it's a little bit fiddly, but you guys will figure it out. So, exploded view of the entire project. Now, we don't want to, we're going to go back into camera, change back to perspective view now. So it's kind of a more 3D kind of view. We don't want to mess around with this one, right? We don't want to, accidentally ruin this. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the whole thing, and we're going to get the move tool, press Control, and make a whole copy of the whole bedside table. And I want to move it across, let's move it across, say, I don't know, 10,000 millimeters. So it's right out of the way. All the way over here. We don't want it anywhere near the original one. What we'll then do is we'll zoom in on our new one here, and we'll leave the other one over there so we don't have to worry about that. Now, for an exploded view, very important here. All we're basically doing is we're clicking our pieces and we're spreading them apart, just like in the drawings for the bedside table, right? Only ever move things on the blue axis when you're doing an exploded view. Sorry, not on the blue axis, on one of the axes. So either blue, green, or red, okay? For example, the top, we just probably want to move it up, so I'll move it on the blue axis. This side panel, I want to move it to the side out this way, so I stay on the green axis. Same over here. Green axis, this back panel, I probably want to move back, so I move it on the red axis. The plinth, I probably want to move it down, so I stay on the blue axis. The base, down as well, blue axis. The shelf, I'll probably move it up a bit, like that. The drawer, I want to have one of them be explode the whole drawer out. So I'll leave that one as is. And what I'll do is on this drawer, I'll grab the select tool, right click, explode it. So now they're in different parts. So we can move the handle forward, and we'll move that on the red axis. We'll move the drawer front forward. I've just pressed escape, so I'm not selecting that anymore. Move the drawer front forward. Then we need to separate this whole thing, which I think is a group as well. So I'll right click on this, explode that group. So they're now all individual components. We will move that one out that way. I'll hit escape. Move this one out that way. This one out this way. This one out this way. And I'll move the base down a little bit, right? See how now we've got like a full exploded view. We can see how the whole project comes together. Now, we also need to explode one of our side panels so we can see how all that comes together. So we will right click on the side panels, we'll explode it. So we've got individual components. Same rules apply here, always moving it on an axis. On an axis, on an axis, on an axis. These bits here, just move them out. There we go. So we can see how all that comes together. See how the whole project comes together, right? There's our exploded view. Looks a bit messy, but gives you the idea of how it's all comes together. Get it? So it looks nice. You can spend as much time as you want fiddling around with it, exploding it, so you can see everything clearly. Then we just grab the snipping tool, new snip, grab the whole thing, like that, copy it, put it in your submission booklet. There we go, grab the corner, make it smaller, get it right there in the middle. Beautiful. And then what do we want? An exploded view of the mortise and tenon joints. So to do that, I probably just want to zoom in here. and just get a nice detailed shot of the mortise and tenon. I might move this down and across so I can get a nice sort of, detailed shot of exactly how it lines up. Maybe just like that. Right, so we can see the detail of our mortise and tenon there. We grab the snipping tool, new snip, and I'll just make sure I get that whole mortise and tenon in. Oh, hang on, I don't want that piece selected, that's ugly. Let me click off it. And also let me delete those guides. Yuck, edit, delete guides. Sorry, new snip, make sure I get that whole thing in, like that. Copy it, go back to my booklet, paste it in, and there we go. All right, so if you've done that, if you've followed along with those videos, you've customized all your bits and you've put all these in your booklet, mate, that's full marks, well done. If there's a few little mistakes that you've made in your model, you might lose some marks here or there, or if you haven't customized certain parts to show what you've done in the workshop, you might lose a couple of marks. But yeah, if you've drawn exactly what you've made in the workshop and you haven't made any mistakes, you've got an A on this, mate. Well done. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I need to show you. This sort of saves automatically. Make sure you turn it in once you're done. Make sure you save your bedside table model, file save. And yeah, that's it. All right, actually, I'll just go into this view here, hit save. All right, yeah, that's it. All right, good work, guys. Any questions, just ask me, hit me up. All right, see ya.